Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. So in this video, we will explore different types of cards. We will just go to our main activity. And now in this main activity, what we will do, we will just create a separate screen for this one. Let's first create a package for screens. And here we will call it common elements in compose and it will be file. Okay. So now we will create a composable function here, composable function display common contents. Okay, now first we will create a column here to display the element vertically. We will use column. Then in the column, first we will use a card. Okay, then what we will do, we will use a outline card, then elevated card. So now we have these cards. So next what we will do, we will just create one preview block for this one. So just copy this code and just add a preview block here and mark it preview display common contents, display common contents here. Okay, we can just close these things, click here, build and refresh. So you have noticed here we don't have any content inside this card. That's why it is displaying as an empty. So next what we will do, we will add a content to this card. So first will be text and it will be solid card and this will be outline card and last will be elevated card. So now what we will do, we will just increase the card width and height so that it displayed properly. So we will just go to this card and here we will use modifier. Okay, and in the modifier we will tell it to take a full width and we will set a height of say 100 dp. So similar way we will do the same for this one and for this one. So next what we will do, we will just add a padding to this container. So we will go to column layout and here again we will use modifier and modifier dot padding and padding will be 16 dp. And now you can see we have start padding, end padding, top and bottom. Okay, so we need to add a padding between these cards. So for this card we will give a padding of padding top is equal to 16 dp. Similarly for this card, so now if you notice here, we are just giving a padding top of 16 dp and this card height got reduced in compared to the first card. Okay, so in compose, the modifier call order will change the shape. Okay, so if you see here, first we will set a maximum width, then we set a height, and then we are giving a padding. Okay, so this padding will take after setting of height. Okay, so if you want to make it same size, so what we will do, we will first add a padding, then we will set a height of 100 dp. Now you have noticed these three cards have the same height and proper spacing between all the cards. Okay, now next thing is we want to just arrange this inner content also properly. So what we will do for this text, so we will add a padding here as well. So similar way we will add a padding to these two text view as well. So just copy this code, paste it here, paste it here. Okay, now we have this card and content displayed correctly. So next thing what we will do, we will just explore what are the other parameters. So if you see here, first one modifier we have already used. So second is on click. So on click means when we want to set a click action on this particular card. Okay, enable we know. And for the shape, you can see we have a card default.shape. So let's say we want to change the shape of a card. So we can change the shape of a card as well. So there are some predefined shapes. So we can use a predefined shape here as well. Maybe first one is rounded corner. If you see a rounded corner shape, and here we can define the corner size, like what is the corner size we need to set. Okay, let's say if I give a corner size of 16 dp. So now you can compare, this card has more corner radius in compared to other cards. Okay, so we can even go to this particular package. So here you can see, so we can just try to use this one also, cut corner shape, or this one. Okay, now this way you can see we are able to see a cut corner shape. The next thing is color. So let's say you want to change the card color. So we can use this color parameter. So just click colors is equal to. Now colors we can define from card colors. So what we will use card default, and here we will use colors, card colors. And now in this card color attribute, we can set the container color. We can able to set to the content color. Similar way, disable container color and disable content color. Okay. So let's use container color, and let's set it to color dot red. Okay, now you can see we have this particular card color as red, and similar way we can change the content color as well. Okay, now if you see, when I change the content color, this text color got changed. And similar way we can change the disable container color and disable content color. Now next parameter is, so elevation and border are basically a different type of card, so which we already use. If you see here, we are already using outline card, and we are already using elevated card. So for existing card, we can convert it into a elevated or border card. So we can just use these attribute, elevation and border, to convert a common card into these two. Okay, so let's say for this one card, we will use elevation, card default dot elevation, and here in card elevation, we can set a default elevation of 12.dp. Okay, so currently this elevation is not displayed. So what we will do, we will just add a background to this column, and background will be color dot light gray. Okay, so now you can see this particular cards don't have a padding with respect to this column. So column have a padding with respect to parent, but we require a spacing from this column container. Okay, so we can remove this padding from here. And now what we will do, for this card, we can add a padding. So here what we will do, we will add a padding of, okay, now you can see this card displayed correctly. So similar way, we will just do the same for this card as well, and for this card also. Okay, now you can just compare this elevation property for this solid card in compared to outline card. Now similar way, we will just explore the border part. So this comma, and here we will use border, card default dot. So now you can see we are able to display the border as well. So that was for this video. If you want to explore more about card, you can check the official documentation also. So in the next video, we will see how we can use different type of buttons and chips.
So stay tuned for further updates.